Okay, I'm just gonna make a quick video, and I just want to say I'm not perfect. Okay, I absolutely did not believe in the whole rapture talk. Just putting it out there, I did not believe in the rapture talk. The reason why, because the Bible does say nobody knows like when it's gonna happen. I also don't believe in a rapture, but I just believe Jesus is gonna come pick people up. You know, all of that stuff. I get it. Believe what you want to believe. It's cool, whatever. But I think what's dangerous is people falling for these fake pastors. So especially this pastor, when I noticed about this pastor, is people's like, oh my God, why are you believing this? Actually, I've observed him once, twice, 3 times. I watched his video multiple times. And the only way I can pretty much say that he convinced millions is he has a very good communication skill, especially when he says stuff like, oh, I'm 1,000,000,000% sure. And another reason why I think he was really good at deceiving people, because he really did mix the truth and the lie, where he mixed in the truth by saying, you know, no one can handle God's second coming, which I do believe, but at the same time, he kind of mixed it in with the lie, where he's like, yeah, it's happening on the 24th, aka nobody knows the hour or the day. It's very scary to see a lot of our generation especially, falling for these types of tricks. Now, I'm pretty sure Billy Graham, when he was first born, he was asked a whole bunch of, you know, questions. Oh, is this the end? I feel like now that we are literally living in the end times, I feel like this is the end, right? And because nobody's asking that question, if not many nowadays, I do feel like in some ways or form we are living somewhere in the end times. Now, keep in mind, I'm just going to put it out there. When I say end times, I don't mean God's going to come 3-4 days from now or 3 years from now. I'm talking about this could take, the end times could take 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, maybe future generations. I believe that it's going to take a while for God to come back, like maybe 10, 20, 30 years. Like it's going to take a long time. And the reason is because there's a lot of prophecy that has not been fulfilled yet. Whatever the word is, I'm sorry. But there's not a lot of prophecies right now that's like being in action, I guess. And honestly, like it's worrying that people don't study these prophecies and don't study and they just like study other pastors' words. And I'm just like, you have to like look where, you know, the Bible said. Keep in mind, I've also been told, read your Bible. Like I said, I'm not perfect 100%, but I just want to put it out there. It is very scary that people are falling for this, and it's kind of worrying me a little bit. If not a little bit, I mean a lot. Now with the whole I don't know what it's called, but the whole, I think it's called religious psychosis or something like that. I think it is a very heavy thing to put with a religion, like especially Christianity, but I do believe it's real. 100% it's real. I believe that people have it for like some sort of mental issues or something like that, but more importantly, I also believe that some people just don't have it and simply are wicked, period, or just don't listen at all. And what scares me the most is with this whole thing, I've also noticed the people who kind of somewhat shows me a little bit of religious psychosis is when they say, you know, I'm sorry, but here's the thing, I'm going to be watchful. It wasn't like a true apology. It was more like, listen, I'm sorry, but I'm going to put in some truth and I'm going to watch. And if some pastor says something, then I'm still going to believe it and do whatever. And it's just going to keep going on that habit over and over again. And honestly, I do feel like that there has to be someone who steps in and kind of say, okay, you can't be doing this. This is not okay. You might have, you know, religious psychosis. You like this takes time. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, it's a very heavy thing. Like I'm talking really heavy. Some people can dream dreams. Some people can see visions, right? Like 100%. Like don't think that's not real. Even I believe some people can cast out demons, in my opinion. But if you believe it to an extent where it's, I don't know how to explain it. More exactly, if it's false or doesn't align the Bible, if not even dangerous to the point where it's like you're putting your life at risk. Like I've heard that, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that people like literally cut off their arm or something like that because the Bible said, or like gouge their eyes, sorry, because the Bible said, oh, it's better for you to have one eye or whatever. And to be fair, no, that's not the case. That is 100%, I feel like that is religious psychosis, and I feel like that is dangerous. And please don't do that. I'm just going to be out there. Please 100% don't do that. And that is very dangerous, okay? So, like, I'm being 100% sure that is very dangerous and don't do that at all. But I do believe that religious psychosis is a thing because people can put their lives at stake, and if they can't study the Bible in a way where it's healthy or in a way where it's like there, then it's very dangerous for you to fall into these things, and you could probably belong in that category. With the false believers and false teachers, there's more gonna happen. There's more insanity gonna happen, 100%. I can promise you this, like from the past couple years, ever since I knew someone like, I think his name is Joel Osteen or whatever, ever since I knew who Joel Osteen is, and I've seen more and more false pastors and believers and all that stuff, 100%, that's going to be the case, and a lot of people won't know what's the truth and what's the lie, and it's very dangerous nowadays, because we have to depict which one it is, and we have to kind of like look in even more carefully and just do more research. And if you don't do that, you can easily, like, I don't know, be deceived. But like I said, first of all, I just want to say to those people, please don't do anything stupid. Just please don't, because this is not real. And also, I don't know if I talked about this, but I'm going to talk about this anyways. I've seen even children and stuff like that, like, their parents kind of literally forcing them, okay? So they're forcing them, to say, they had a dream and stuff like that, and the rapture is happening, blah, 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 blah. To be fair, 100%, that is not okay. And it is very scary, like me seeing those people putting their kids into it, either for views or for whatever. It is really scary, because if you do that and all that stuff, you're not only deceiving people, but literally the Bible does say, kids will prophesy, whatever. And if you're doing that even with kids and like putting false imagery in the Bible, I don't know if I can relay it to you guys, but what I'm trying to say is, if you're putting your kids in a dangerous area, that should be 100% prohibited. And I feel like you should probably get some sort of, I don't know, like you should probably rethink your actions and just don't. With the whole mocking the entire thing, I'm just gonna say, I did not feel like they were mocking the rapture, but they were probably mocking 100%. This is what I felt like. I don't know exactly what's in their heart, but I did feel like that they were mocking kind of Christ's return. Even like when I saw like SML posting, like I watched it 2 or 3 times, and I even posted a video like, what the hell they're posting. Like, I don't, like, it really did feel like that they were not mocking the whole rapture thing. And it's one thing to mock that, but they're not really mocking the whole, I don't know, rapture thing, but they're just more mocking the entire Christianity and what they believe in. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Sorry, this video is 8 minutes and like 35 seconds long. So I want to say sorry for it taking so long, but I just wanted to put it out there. It is a very dangerous thing to believe in a pastor who says, or anybody, like say, I know when Jesus is going to come or all that stuff, because it can be either self-deceiving or world-deceiving. And in this case, this was world-deceiving. And also in this case, a lot of people, especially Christians, probably fell away, and yeah. But I'm not entirely 100% sure, like, what the future holds. I'm not gonna prophesy, like, I don't even know. All I do know is things is gonna get worse, or my second thing is people's gonna realize their waste of their action, and things will get better. I'm not entirely 100% like what the future tells, but hopefully the future is good. In my eyes right now, it feels like it's going downhill, even when the world is kind of crumbling right now, and here we are living in the last days. And keep in mind, last days does not mean Jesus is going to come tomorrow or a year. Last days could probably mean Jesus could come in 100 years from now or 200 years from now. It really depends on God's timing, but that's really all I got to say. Don't get deceived, be prepared, and just follow God. Don't do the same mistakes